Hi guys, it's the Macintosh Guide and I'm back again with a brand new video. Now this week we're going to be comparing both the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally. Now I don't really need to go into gameplay as much as we all know that the ROG Ally is a bit more powerful than the Steam Deck because of the CPU that's being utilized. However, it's more about what's ease of use, the OS that's being utilized, and overall which one is more comfortable to be using, and the upgradability options that we have for both handhelds. So guys, sit back, relax and enjoy this one. So the first one we're going to be looking at is the Steam Deck OLED. Now you can see it comes with a gorgeous OLED panel. It also comes with your directional keypad, it comes with your left analog stick. You've also got a button here, and you've got touch enabled trackpads type of system in place as well. It's really comfortable to hold the Steam Deck. You've also got the button for Steam, so it's quick and easy. You've got two speakers right here. You've also got a options menu button, another analog stick, another button at the top, and then you've got your traditional A, X, Y, B buttons as well. It's, again, as I said, it's really comfortable to hold. Now from the top we've got the L1, L2 triggers, your volume rockers, your headphone jack. How long we might think to have one of these. Air vent up here, USB-C because it charges via USB-C. Your power button, which is nice and orange, and you've got your R1 and R2 triggers as well. And if we look at the back of the system, we can also see that there are mappable buttons as well. There's an R3, R4, L3, L4 buttons, so it's nice and convenient. And again, another ventilation system right here. And we also get the big fat Valve logo right in the back of the device. Now if I turn the device on, it's quick and simple. You press the power button and boom, you're straight away in. If you do a cold boot, obviously you're going to go through the entire Steam Deck boot animations, and as you can tell, some of the games I've already got installed on my Steam Deck as well. Now this is on Steam OS, so it's going to be using your traditional SteamOS button. You've got your home, your libraries, store, friends and chat media, your typical, but just SteamOS pretty much, guys. And you can also, guys, boot into Linux. If I go into power and I go to switch desktop, this will boot into the Linux version, and you can install games, etc. Via Linux. So yeah, it's really nice and handy to be able to use the system. It's very easy to use, and as you can tell, I never get tired of using that, and it's traditionally really good. Now when I play with my Steam Deck, I usually play with just handheld. However, sometimes some games I do like to play via controller. I plug my Xbox controller in via wirelessly, and it works absolutely fine. So that is the Steam Deck OLED. So now we're going to be looking at the ROG Ally. Now the first thing you'll notice is it has lighting up analog sticks, which is pretty cool. They're nice and firm to use, but people have reported that they do become a bit looser over time quite quickly, so just beware of that. You've also got your directional pad right here. You've got your 4 key buttons right here as well, which are programmable. You've also got your speakers right here, and you've got your traditional AXYB as you saw on the Steam Deck. Now you've got a headphone jack on the top. You've got your micro SD card slot right here, very handy. You've got this is an adapter version that you put in for the XG portable GPU, and you've got your USB-C cabling slot right here that powers via USB-C. You've got your volume rocker right here, and one of the coolest things is this power button. This power button actually has a fingerprint sensor, so you can actually just use your fingerprint sensor to hop straight into the system. You've got your L1 and you've got your LB and your LTs, and your RB and RTs right here. And if we look at the back of the system, you can also notice that there is a massive ROG Ally, an Asus ROG logo right here, and again you've got your programmable M1 and M2 pads, which again it's really cool to see that it's been implemented. So that's the ROG Ally aesthetic. Now, if we jump into what it's running Windows 11. It's come straight from factory, so it's fresh off the boat with Windows 11 on here. And guys, it's fully touch sensitive. You can tap anywhere you want, and it works flawlessly. Again, this comes with 16 gigs of RAM. It comes with a Z1 processor. And guys, in all honesty, you can use this as a portable desktop if you wanted to. You can get your work, your Excel, and all those your productivity apps done on here. You can do coding on here without any issues. Yeah, it's really, really good for portability. And what else is really cool about it? You can run Steam on it. It runs as any other Windows 11 device would. You can install Steam, you can install direct applications like EA, etc. But just bear in mind, some of the games will obviously be recognized on on anti-cheat systems. So just be a bit cautious on multiplayer games. But again, it has run brilliantly, and I do like using Windows 11 on this handheld. But that is the ROG Ally's operating system side. So I wanted to just show you some quick gameplay. This is Lego 2K Drive on the ROG Ally, and as you can tell, it runs pretty smooth. Bear in mind, all the settings are set to high, so it's giving me a very stable game. There are stutters here and there in some aspects, but again, it's nothing that's stopping me from enjoying this game. Now, obviously, this is one of these games. This is a game that they highly recommend using a controller with. But again, you can use the ROG Ally's system itself. As you can tell, it runs pretty smoothly, and the panel itself looks gorgeous. And again, this is a game I really enjoy playing as well. I have this on all my consoles. It's one of the must-haves, I would say, if you're a fan of Lego, guys. But yeah, that's just some quick gameplay of Lego 2K Drive running on the ROG Ally, guys. Now let's switch over to the Steam Deck. And this is the same game, Lego 2K Drive, on the Steam Deck. And guys, again, the performance is pretty identical. It's remarkable because the Steam Deck's GPU is actually less powerful than the ROG Ally's one. But yeah, guys, it runs really smooth. I've got no issues with it. I would say it's similar performance to what the ROG has. And it's remarkable what Valve have done with this handheld. They've been able to make it so well produced and efficient. It's crazy. So yeah, it's a wonderful experience, and I really enjoy this, guys. If you don't have this game, as I mentioned, you need to pick it up. It was dirt cheap on Steam the other day for £2, and who is not going to want that? It's the awesome edition as well. But yeah, it's a fantastic game to own, and as you can tell, it runs flawlessly. It looks gorgeous in this OLED panel. The colors absolutely are vibrant, and yeah, I absolutely suggest this game. It's just brilliant. If you're going to pick up a Steam Deck, I prefer you pick up the OLED panel than the LCD one. And I've also got an LCD one coming along the way, guys, very soon. Just sit back and relax for that one, just to do a comparison between both the OLED and the LCD panel. But yeah, this is Lego 2K Drive on the Steam Deck OLED. Now let's quickly talk about battery life. So what Steam suggests is you can get around 3 to 12 hours of battery life on the OLED model. On the LCD, you get about 2 to 8. So it's a nice little jump in battery performance. And as you can tell, it says I've got 53% left on mine. It's currently on performance overlay, but I can overclock if I want to. And it's going to give me about 6 hours and 47 minutes of projected battery life. So that's on the Steam Deck OLED. Now on the ROG Ally, it says I've got 85% battery. However, in reality, the battery life is actually quite worse. It gives you around, I would say, 3 hours of gaming on this. If you're playing some heavy generated games, then you're probably going to be around an hour and a half. As you can tell right here, it's an 85%, it's about 2 hours and 59 minutes. So it is. With gaming, I do suggest you have it plugged in of some sort if it's on quite low. But on the device itself, you're only going to get around 3 hours maximum. Now, if we compare the price, the Steam Deck OLED starts from $479, and this comes with, I believe, the 512 gig version or the $579 for the 1TB version for OLED in the UK. Whereas the ROG Ally starts off at £750. Now, the only difference here is this ROG Ally I picked up for about 400 quid. And guys, in reality, that's really cheap. It came from Curry's clearance and it was a grade A model. Got it for dirt cheap and actually came with everything, no issues. It wasn't even opened up. It seems like it was just a customer return. For £400, you can probably pick up this bad boy. The ROG Ally X, if we compare it with that, that's £800. So if you're looking at it, I would say pick up the ROG Ally from last year. It's much better deal. The only difference you have between both Ally models is the battery life. The battery life is better on the Ally X compared to the Ally, but you're not going to miss too much. Now, what's my overall verdict on both the consoles? Steam Deck is fantastic. If you want to get into the handheld market, this is the one to go for. It's cheap to buy, and it's very powerful and is very optimized by Valve. Valve are optimizing games for it every single day. So this is a fantastic option. ROG Ally, Windows enabled applications, fantastic. You can play your Steam games, you can play your EA games, your Rockstar games, you can play all sort of games on here. So you will not be disappointed. If I've got the money, I'd go for this one. If you're on a budget, you go for the Steam Deck OLED.